got to 23 last night.
I am well aware that I'm not doing this the correct way.
Whoa, gotta get me on the road. We've been promising a kitchen video for some time.
Missed us last week. We were a little busy making sure the camper survives winter.
You see this hose right here? That is a little impromptu way to clean out the black tank. We have to winterize JD because it got stinking cold. Last night it was 23. We're taking this hose with the nozzle down into the black tank, trying to clean it out so that for the winter, not stinky tank. We do not want stinky tank syndrome. I am wearing gloves, I just don't have them on right now. Get it taken care of, along with the gray tanks, along with the fresh water tank. We are gonna have JD rip and roaring, ready for winter. So I think that's a new adventure for JD, that it got winterized, because otherwise it's living its best life in like warm, sunny, flip-floppy type of weather all the time. I think the coldest it had been, if you go back and watch Open Roading, is probably when Joseph and Kaylin were up doing the beet harvest, but they were living in it at the time. And so we ended up going through the winterization. I made sure that the Truma water heater, I drained it according to the Truma has a YouTube video on it. I made sure that I followed their Aqua Go guidance. The only thing, Truma, if you're watching this, I don't know what you do with the pressure relief valve. Do you open it? Do you shut it? I opened it just because of the fact of there was a little bit of water back behind there, and with it getting freezy, I did not want that to have a spot in there that could cause that like brass fitting to burst. Don't think it would, but just wanted to be sure, so I did open that. But Truma, you did not cover that on your video. I blew out the lines. I had a fitting from when we had a camper before, and also when I blow out Grandpa Four Rose sprinklers, I end up using an air line. So we ended up hooking that up, blowing all of that out, and like I said, opening up the drains so that the low point drain, so that it could drain all the water out of the lines the rest of the way. So today is a bright, brisk fall morning here in Nebraska. Gould brothers are just coming down the road again, right down there at the church. They're coming down to do the corn now. We're gonna try it. 2 weeks ago, we tested the corn and it was pretty wet, like 21% wet. We're gonna try it today to see, because otherwise the dock at the elevator is rather aggressive. And so we don't need to see any docking at the elevator. But right now, the Gould brothers right there is coming down the road with the 12 row. They're gonna plunge right here into the field. Oh yeah, we're combining. Whoa, gotta get you on the road.
It's yours.
No, so this right here, I'm running the combine. Brian's letting me run the Gould Brothers combine, and I will tell you, there's a lot going on in this thing. You think these guys just sit here in their fancy leather seats? It's more than that. There's way more going on. I gotta watch a plethora of row units. I gotta make sure everything's staying lined up. Don't ask me to change anything. I just do what Brian tells me. You can definitely tell when you get into the better stuff. All right, guys, here's the point of view from the driver's seat in the combine. This right here, forward, backward, grain unload, auger out in, head up, auto head up, down, up, down. This right here is your monitor telling you what's going on. Grain tank full. This is a camera that goes back up into the grain tank. I think run 1 here. This is your engine power, your height, engine speed, and then this tells you how if you're losing any grain over stuff. This starts the thrashing. This starts the combine head. This is the park brake. This is a throttle, gear shifter, and then when you get up here, this is telling us what we're doing for yields. So if you look here, right now the field's averaging 17.4. You probably can't read that, but we've done 35.5 acres, and it's 193 bushel to the acre is what it's doing. Green is good, red is questionable. So yeah, that is what it's at right now. We don't know if the full verdict's in, but I'm letting you know the FJ Dynamics did do a good job. They're combining with a 12 row head with my 4 row planter, no problems. Should have put more end rows. 12 end rows is not good with a 12 row head, but they're making it work. Brian is working through that. But yes, 12 rows on a 4 row and guidance for the win.
Day 1 of harvest meant switching between the field and the shop. While the corn went out, the cedar trim boards came in for sanding and their first coat of polyurethane.
Right. Hey guys, welcome back. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm trying to get Mrs. Forrow to stop for a second so we can welcome you back.
He wants me to stop working so we can talk.
Yeah, we need to talk. So we are currently, where?
Was I yelling?
No.
I was probably yelling.
No, we're currently in a build series right now where we are redoing a 2005 Jayco Designer. If you've not seen the previous videos, go back in the playlist and watch those. We're kind of going through a process of deconstructing and now we're in the construction stage.
We've been promising for a couple weeks, next step is the kitchen, and we have not been able to follow through on that promise because everything kind of hinged on where we place the refrigerator. We listened to you. You said, don't give up your countertop space. So we listened. That also meant that we were having a hard time finding a replacement refrigerator that worked with the depth and the width.
So instead we ended up getting a 11.2 cubic foot refrigerator, an Insignia. We got that from Best Buy. We had to order it, so it finally came in. And so now we are ready to progress, but these boards.
This first.
Right here.
So the reason why this first is because today is a beautiful day and we have not had beautiful weather for like a week. I'm gonna poly these boards and it wasn't great weather to do poly in. It actually has pretty strong odor, fumes, and so I didn't want to do it blocked in the shed. Also, if you see the tractor behind me, I did not want to back that out of our shed and then have to call you up and be like, oh, I scratched the shed.
In addition to the camper project, we've got a shed project. We harvested our corn this morning, starting to harvest our corn. We have about 70 acres. We got 35 acres out, and then we stopped at 11 o'clock because the local elevator was waiting for a train to come in so that they could offload some of their corn, and ended up being they couldn't take any wet corn. So my corn is not super wet, but there is some wetness to it. So that's where we're at right now. We are currently going to be poly.
It may seem like absolute chaos to be doing the crops, the camper, and the dump trailer all at once, but they really do go together.
So when we got the Horizon dump trailer, it had these brackets for sideboards, and I am going to go ahead and put those on. I got some 2x10s, just some standard construction 2x10s, not pressure treated. Probably should have gone pressure treated, but I ended up just going with some normal construction lumber because I figured they're gonna get banged around, loading it with the bucket, things like that. The reason I'm putting them on is because we're getting ready to do a water line through here. So I'm gonna put some dirt, be moving some dirt around. So that is why I need to do this. But I got some 14-foot boards, and I'm gonna cut them down to about right here and just come up with it. If I need to cut them off due to the tarp, probably do that. But I'm just gonna go ahead and cut those flush, take it right back to here.
If some of you are watching me do this and you're like, stop letting the sander get away from you, you're making all these marks on your boards. I know.
So I measured these out to 13 feet, 156 inches, and they should end up landing about right here, which would be amazing because then the tarp should still be able to come around.
Some people seem to be able to accomplish like ridiculous amounts of stuff while they have little kids. That was not me. That was not our kids. And I don't mind that. Like I loved the years when the kids were little. But now it feels like I haven't done projects. Which one should I use? Which one? Okay. Yeah, it is really strong. So it just feels like I haven't done projects for a long time. The other thing is, if you're married to somebody who's super handy, like super proficient at everything, I tend to just like not need to do it myself. So I'm trying to do more than I have been doing as far as like creative things and working with my hands. Yep.
It's really pretty.
Oh, pretty.
Okay.
Love it when you do that.
What's all this in here?
What's what?
All this stuff.
Oh, what stuff?
I think that brush is shedding.
Oh, come on. I just said the brush was doing amazing.
No, see, I think all the white stuff.
What is your favorite woodworking project that we have done?
I think one was the Viva Terra book magazine that you used to get.
Yes.
Catalog.
Yes.
And you had a table that you fell in love with.
Yes.
And so we ended up kind of rebuilding like that. It was I kind of felt like Norm Abram off of this, like, but he goes
this old house?
No.
Is that
New Yankee Workshop.
My bad.
A Yankee Workshop.
So there's this gorgeous table that was just much higher price than I was going to be comfortable
$5.
spending. So I called in and I'm like, Sue, the exact dimensions are, you know what, and how thick is the wood? And did you use flat black paint or glossy black paint? And they just told me everything. And then we copied it. I just touched it.
I was just saying that it was fun because it was, I don't know, to have it, to recreate it. We got to do some welding in that one.
The metal, yeah.
We got to do some wood joining.
I mean, when he says we got to do welding,
we did.
He means
we
he.
Did.
I did know welding.
So I think other fun projects are in both houses that we've lived in. We've torn walls out.
Yes.
So that's kind of fun.
We do like tearing things out.
We find that going to other people's houses is a bad influence on us because
totally.
The project that we're like, oh, we don't need to hire anybody for, we can just flip the kitchen and dining and all this stuff.
And we did, and we love it.
And we are glad that we did it. It's just a matter of most people will be like, that's a task, why would you ever try to tackle that yourself? And we're like, how hard can it be to flip a kitchen and dining room?
It turns out it's very doable.
Yeah.
Very doable.
Very doable.
I think you're right.
Hey, sir.
What? What happened to your face? What might be, are you guys, how did it get on your, why do you have a mustache of ashes? Okay, Junior Four Rows have literally, they have a safe place where they can make like fires and small controlled fires that we can supervise. He literally has a mustache right here, like a black ash mustache. Ooh, that rhymed. Ash mustache.
Good. Yeah. Just try to keep the ash down.
Yes, please do. Wash off your ash mustache.
Sweet sideboards on the horizon. E27 made it so that when I'm dumping in there with Sandy or Kubota or Massey, I have a little bit of grace right here because otherwise these right here would get dented like crazy. So hopefully these will allow me to kind of have some sacrificial boards here. But I can now officially use the horizon because the neighbor borrowed the trailer to haul some rock. It's got some scratches in it now. So now if anything happens, I crush the side, whatever, I blame it on the neighbor. So he used it first. He got the scratches in it. Anything that happens from now on, blame it on the neighbor.
By sundown, the boards were done, the trailer had new sides, and we were completely out of daylight again.
Right, we're on day 2 of corn harvest. Got 35 acres done yesterday. Gould Brothers is driving down the road, taking a truck to town. We got 2 trucks full. We're gonna be breaking into the last 30 or so acres.
Harvest day 2, the trim boards were dry, so we prepped the slide for installation and somehow forgot to film actually installing them.
Something I've had happen to me when I'm cutting boards and they don't sit flush with the board here. So we're gonna be putting a trim board on here, and I'm just trying to make these all flush with this piece. So when we lay this other piece on here, all these boards are nice and straight with each other versus the creative curvature that we have going right now. So right, you can even see right here. So this, I'm trying to just make this flush with the board behind it, but I'm just trying to make this as straight as possible so that when we put the trim board here, that we don't have to have another trim board with the trim board. But see, like right here, it's gonna start getting a little bit more. See how that one sticks out just a little bit? Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to take those out so that they all kind of play nice together. Here's another one. And then it gets kind of crazy down here a little bit.
At least we caught one other thing on camera. The ceiling glue mistake from a few weeks back is finally fixed.
So have you guys ever done something that you kind of regretted? Right here, I'm living in a world of regret right here. We were putting up the beadboard ceiling. I'm over here. Sarah was making me a sandwich or doing something wonderful as a wife that she is. And it ended up being, all of a sudden I had glue on the back of the board. I'm over here not paying attention and bam, the board ended up slapping right here and getting all this construction adhesive. Sarah was a little concerned. I told her not to worry about it. So instead, what we're gonna try is this decal thing that looks like I stole it from a guy named Bob. I bought it at an auction, so don't get all up in a tizzy. So what I'm gonna try to do here is scrape this. Now, I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me see. Can you see how jagged that edge is? I should probably get a new razor blade, but instead, we're gonna just let it go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scrape it this way, because if I go this way, I'm afraid with those jagged teeth, it's like serration, and it's gonna cut through this, but we're gonna try it. Let's try it. Is it doing anything, Sarah?
No.
Okay, so let me go grab a different razor blade and we'll see what we got.
You don't think I can just paint over it?
Well, that's if I hit it with the sander.
Go for it. We've been waiting to add trim around the slide. I love the cedar and how it adds the warmth that those white cabinets need. I love white paint, but I mean, there can be a little bit too much of white. I can't believe I'm saying that because I love white, but I wanted this to be so much warmer. And I just love how, as you look at the cedar, when you do it, it changes the color when the poly hits it. Like it finally comes alive, and it does the same thing for the inside of the camper. It just brings it some life. So I know I'm gonna get the comments about this is not how you paint. Believe me, I know. I thought I was done painting, and so even though I had everything wrapped up, like in tinfoil, in case I needed to use it again, then I got the new white paint. Now I don't know which is which because everything's wrapped in tinfoil and pretty much everything looks the same. So I am well aware that I'm not doing this the correct way. If you're looking along to see if there's a texture difference, you can see that there's wet paint here, but I think it's going to dry. So today we went to the store to pick up the sink and the countertop. Sink in the store right now. This is the black granite kitchen sink we've been looking for, but it was, can you see this? Almost $200. On sale for only like $10 off. So we left it, but it's what we've been wanting. We just came back to the store. I have to show you. Can you see this? $50, less than $50. So this is like a great surprise. This is the one we will be installing this. Then we go around the corner to get the countertops. Totally great shopping. We have been eyeing this butcher block countertop for a while. So let me show you the countertop. We have a couple options. So butcher block, nice, just solid, or the fancy one that doesn't have quite as good of reviews.
So
I don't think we need this.
okay, so this one I think is.
So come look at the one that I'm seeing.
This
so
one? Oh, this. Okay,
there's
here.
this right here, and it's super like pretty, but I don't know if we need it or if it would possibly be a little busy.
Also, this one right here that has the chevron, or known as a herringbone possibly.
Bad reviews.
Bad reviews, because what happens is the glue potentially moves around, and being in an unstable environment of a camper, I'm afraid of the temperature, moisture, everything else like that could cause that to happen.
But this would be fine. So we have
The darker option.
the colors, or we have
The lighter.
the countertop looked perfect in the store, but once we set it in place exactly like I said to set it in place, there was a little bit of a problem.
So winter has showed up. I am glad that we got JD winterized. So this week we covered winterization. Well, quick little synopsis of the winterization. We covered getting some boards polyed for the slide out. We did cover some harvest stuff. You can see that JD needs a bath. But yeah, thanks for watching. And remember, comment, like, and subscribe. And Junior 4 is trying to hit me with snowballs.